We're at the secret river, so come on.
It's early July now. The countryside is so green and lush, and the summer solstice has passed, and with the sun rising so high in the sky, the days seem to last forever. Which allows us to do the things we love. The waters are so much warmer now, which is perfect to go sniping for gold. And this is where two fantastic worlds become one, and the scenery is amazing, with the jagged rocks along the river's edge, and the stunning bedrock just beneath the surface, which has been carved by the water's action over millions of years. And on this trip today, I returned to an old spot where I have had some great success. And you can see here I'm working away at the Crevice, where there was an old clay layer with fresh overburden. And my curiosity got the better of me on this day, as I started to think, did I really clean this out last time? Or had there been fresh deposits from the recent high waters? Now this piece here looked like definitely being a piece of gold. When you place it on the rock, it should not wash away like that in that flow. The other pieces of gold would rest there under their own weight. And then you find other specimens of pyrite, which always need closer investigation, and placing them on a rock and seeing if they crush is the best test. The main thing when you're sniping is to actually find the gold with your own eyes and pick it up with tweezers or with your fingers. And today I was finding generally small pieces, but we'll come back to this later on. So I decided to search other areas along the bedrock and the reefs under the water. The gold from this river is shed by veins. And on this section here, I came across one. And this vein had a beauty all of its own. And to see this under the water is something special. And so it was time to do a clean-up. And going back to what I said earlier on, I wasn't actually overly convinced that I'd found a fat lot. But when you're using a suction pump underwater, it's also doing a job for you, which is removing all of the gravels, and that's where the gold may be hiding in the layers. And this is what provided me with a pleasant surprise.
Not bad. Okay, so that's not a bad start to my day. And you can put the gold in your hand like that. I genuinely never expected to find them pieces over there, because I have worked that track before, so that is really good. So let's have a quick look at where I've just been sniping. And over there you've got a nice gentle flow of water with a pretty decent crevice all the way down, and that's what I've been exposing. You might be able to see some of my tools under the water there, but the water's flowing round here, and there's a nice section here for the things just to drop out. And one interesting fact, some of them pieces there, I never saw them. So I'm right under there trying to find it with my own eyes, and I was moving away the dirt, sucking it out with the sucker pump there, and it was caught up in that. So it just goes to show, sometimes sniping, you can't actually see the gold because it might be slightly tarnished. Anyway, the lad over my shoulder is telling me it's time to get a bite to eat. Right, good boy, come on. What are we on today? Oh, don't know. It looks like something with sweet chili lime. Oh, it's my new favourite. Lime pickle with mustard. And a bit of pate. Delicious. Today we're on minestrone soup, and I'm laughing because there's a prospector over there. You're not having any of this. I've got sweet chilli salmon. No, that's good, that. Mine that, not yours. Yeah. And some garlic dough bread. Just got a nice piece of barbecue chicken as well.
And so, after a quick change of clothing, it was time to get sluicing.
Okay, have a look at this. We've got the washing out to dry. I didn't realise I brought 3 masks and 1 stinky dog.
So whilst all my sniping equipment was drying on the log over there, I decided to work this gravel bar, which I've done many times before, and it definitely delivers gold each time you work it. And I do say this quite often, when you're sluicing, it is actually quite therapeutic and very relaxing. And from time to time with this sluice, you have to readjust it, and this is quite common on a lot of sluices, unless you have the legs that are attached. And I always have a look at which way the gravels lie across the matting, and then just adjust it accordingly with a little rock underneath just to keep it all nice and level.
Okay, the midges are out now, starting to bite. I've had a good day and it's time to clean that sluice up. So we've worked some of these little gullies and channels with the sluice pump. We also tried over there with the hand shovel, done about 2 buckets. And because it goes dark quite late these days, you can't get carried away and be here till after clock. We're just looking at all these areas. I've raked all this back in the past and it always seems to replenish over a certain period of time. It's just perfect. Get your rake, rake it back, sluice pump and get it down the line. Well, there is one diddy speck of gold just there. Maybe something there. I've just noticed there. There's a nice piece of colour.
And with this kind of sluice where the matting can be taken out directly like this, it's a much better method of getting a clean up done. You can turn the mat around, turn it upside down, and you can wash everything into the bottom of your pan quite easily. And then just check the sluice body itself, wash that out, and you're basically done.
So let's get all these concentrate, pan down, and just see what we did there. I mean, I came here today because it's the first opportunity I've had since the restrictions have been lifted, and that's a massive relief. And I'm sure that if you're into the great outdoors, having all this freedom back, it's massive. It is to me anyway. And to come here, get the wetsuits on, find some gold, then go sluicing, have a picnic with my dog. I'll take that all day. I think the prospector over there is taking a photograph of me while I'm talking to the camera. She'll probably share it on a WhatsApp group or something. It's alright, I've had a good chat with him today. He remains to be nameless at the moment. Well, considering I've not really gone at this hell for leather, that's not bad, that. I mean, I can see a visible piece there, but there's lots and lots of flower gold. That'll have to be really carefully worked. But you know, I mean, I could have had 3 or 4 hours at this and really the nice line, but that's just about an hour. That ain't gonna break any records, but to find that in a place that I know I've worked time and time again, and everybody else is, it's right on the water's edge here. It just goes to show this section of the river replenishes very quickly, and I think it comes off these rocks here because there's so much of it. I did find a vein down there before though when I was sniping. It's fantastic. Right, we'll get 2 silver bottles, 1 for the sniping, 1 for the sluice, and we'll get back and we'll have a look at it in a bit more detail. Okay, right, well, as always, the light is fading. I've been talking to the other prospector over there. He's had a good day as well. But if you like these videos, let me know and I'll make some more for you. Oh, this is the easy bit.
Well, that was a fantastic trip down to the secret river again. And from sampling them gravels on the water's edge, we found 0.05 grams of super nice flower gold. And for sniping that crevice, it turned out to be pretty good at the end of the day, with the biggest piece being 0.159 grams. And so with a total weight there of the sniping at 0.528 grams, and including that super fine gold, we recovered just a few specks short of 0.58 grams for the day. But if you are into finding gold in the UK, there's a fantastic book out there called Gold Occurrences in the UK, and I recommend that you get one. I get asked quite a lot of questions about where to find gold, where to go gold panning, and this is one of them books that will give you a lot of insight and information for the areas where you live or where you may want to go prospecting. And a book like this has been well overdue for prospectors in the United Kingdom, but it's a great read with lots of references, data, maps, and even grid references. But make sure you stay tuned for the next episode, where I return back to the river and we're sniping again at this fantastic location. And we also tried to get to grips with the Minelab Gold Monster 1000. My name's Mr. Das P1, and thank you for watching.